Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or Xjaws, and today I'm bringing you guys a kill confirm gameplay on the map Downturn. This was a really awesome shotgun game I got yesterday that I thought you guys would enjoy because I haven't uploaded any shotgun games, I don't think, on my channel yet. I used the Striker, really the only shotgun in this game that I find usable, that has a purpose. But even when I say that it has a purpose, I want to say that you should take that with a grain of salt, because really I think every single gunfight I got into in this game I could have won easier with like a PP90 with rapid fire on it or something like that. The SMGs in this game that have a fast rate of fire really fare better in close quarter situations, like even really close quarter situations, than all the shotguns in my opinion, even the Striker, which leads me to my point that really in this game there's no real reason to ever use a shotgun, and that's kind of disappointing, because I really wish they would give every single gun an area where it was really good in. And of course people say, yeah, well, point blank it's better to use these, but like I just said, those fast rate of fire SMGs, they kill really fast, and they barely ever are going to take an inconsistent amount of shots to kill someone, like the shotguns tend to do a lot. It seems sometimes like you can hit someone point blank and get a hit marker just randomly that would normally always kill them. So it's kind of weird like that. But this map suits the shotguns pretty well, more so than most of them in this game, because half the map is already buildings, that have close quarters areas in them. You can hide behind stuff and jump around corners, surprise people, stuff like that. So pretty much if you're in a building, you are already faring pretty well if you're using a shotgun. And then outside of the buildings, there's a lot of areas that don't or there's not many areas that actually have really long lines of sight. Normally if you're talking about outdoors areas, you're going to have a pretty difficult time. But even like, look right there, as I turned outside that building, there were two buses blocking the line of sight that would otherwise really screw me, because I'm sure there were people on the other side of those buses with assault rifles that would easily be able to kill me if those weren't there. So see all this stuff in the middle of the map, like a turned over fire truck, jeeps, stuff like this. I mean, it all just makes it easier to traverse a map with a really close quarters weapon and not have to worry about getting killed, which is probably the only reason why I was able to do well throughout this gameplay. The kill streaks I was using are the precision airstrike, the AH6 Overwatch, and the Pavlo. A pretty lethal combination, because I knew with the precision airstrike I just had to wait until I saw that my teammates were occupying one of the buildings, and then I threw that precision airstrike in the middle of the map, and there's always people around there, and I was able to use that to get up to my AH6. The AH6 is a boss as usual, really much so when you are rushing. You can use the AH6 to your advantage because it'll like back you up in a lot of your gunfights. Not as much as I wish it would, as I've said before, but it will hop in, kill people you don't see, to your left, to your right, that are a little bit out of your peripheral vision. So I guess it does a good job there, and that just worked right up to my Pavlo, and it just led to like I said, some boss status kills in this gameplay. So yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy it. I heard some rumors of the Striker possibly getting nerfed, which is kind of funny, because for anyone to think that this shotgun is overpowered is kind of ridiculous. Like I said, really no reason to use this against an SMG, but it kind of adds to my theory that pretty much in any game people will always complain about the best weapon in every class. I've heard people complain about the Type 95, the P90, different SMGs, stuff like that, and it's really been that way forever, and very seldom do we ever see guns get nerfed. But Infinity Ward is actually changing over to a new leaf here and doing something I really didn't expect they would do. They're going to be rebalancing the Type 95, rebalancing the CM901 assault rifle, I believe it's called, yeah, the CM901, and they're going to be rebalancing also the dual FMG9s. So the dual FMG9s I actually only got yesterday. I barely used any secondaries other than the Stinger up until very recently, so I didn't get to actually try them out for myself and see how good they were, but when I finally did get them, boy oh boy did I find that they were incredible. Another weapon that just blows every shotgun out of the water up close, truly. So it's cool to hear that they're going to be nerfing those, because I was seeing so many people just run around with those exclusively, And don't get me wrong, like, I don't think those are overpowered, because I don't define overpowered as just a weapon that is really good. I'll probably make them more in detail. I won't, now that they're making a Type 95 nerf. So I'll just say this: overpowered, in my opinion, really means that you can put a weapon, an overpowered weapon, in the hands of someone who is truly a bad player, like a 0.5 KD player, and they automatically become a much better player solely based on the gun they're using. It's extremely easy for novice players to pick up and stuff like that, and do super well. And guns like the the model 1887s were a good example, because they had a really wide hitbox where, like, you didn't have to be very accurate, and you could shoot those things that could kill people from like across the fucking map. If you played Modern Warfare 2 really in the early days, those were super easy to use, and tons of bad players could get easy kills with them. The MP40 with Juggernaut and Steady Aim in World at War. I mean, bad players could use that really easily, again, because they didn't have to aim really well. You can just kind of spray and pray. You get that huge not dual mag, but you got that huge round drum magazine that just give you tons of ammo, and just all day you can spray, and you only have to hit them like twice to kill them. And the grenade launchers in Modern Warfare 2, another thing you could put in the hands of really anyone with the one-man army set up, and they would just be able to do super well. But with like a Type 95, you gotta actually be able to aim. You gotta be able to do that in order to like kill people. So I mean, everyone can judge for themselves, but regardless, they are nerfing them, so that's good. Like I said, just to recap, the FMG9s, they're going to be also doing the CM901 for the attachments, I should say. I forgot to specify that. If you didn't see Woody's gamertag video where he went over what using the shotgun or grenade launcher attachment can do to that weapon, basically it just increases the rate of fire up to like 750 rounds per minute instead of 666. I think those are the numbers, if I remember correctly. And I thought that was kind of cool, because that weapon really fucking sucks without it. No one is using that over the ACR, the M4, the Type 95. But now that they're nerfing that, it's like, man, really, you're trying to actually go the opposite direction with that weapon. Maybe they should have kept that in there, or even made it so that all the attachments had a 750 rate of fire, and then that gun would have actually been pretty usable, and it would have actually balanced things out with the M4, the ACR, and those other assault rifles that people use. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I hope you guys are happy with the Type 95 nerf, since so many people were complaining about it before. Final score was 59 kills and 8 deaths, so yeah, pretty good gameplay with the shotguns. I'll see you guys later. Bye.